Okay, right. So I'll be sharing with you certain information. Okay, you might be glad to know. Okay, you know all those symbols that you see, right? Correct or not? Yeah, all those symbols, etc. Okay, the symbols actually are not that, or shall I say, it's important for your first year in secondary school. No doubt in our life, you need to know roughly, but in all honesty, not everybody remember all the symbols. Okay, if you ask your parents, right, do they know? They wouldn't know also. And it's okay that you don't know the symbols, but you know roughly that there are such things that are present in our daily life. Okay, and then they mean certain things. So sometimes you go to the supermarket, if you look at a pack of potatoes, the raw potato used for cooking, do you see certain symbol on it also? I'm sure you do, right? So what do they mean? Okay, so these are the things that what you can do is you use your phone, okay, take a picture of the symbol, Google it. This is my best advice to you. If you want to know exactly what each of them mean, because I can tell you very honestly, you ask anybody on the street, what is this symbol telling you? Some may know, some may not know. Some symbols are more common, some symbols are not. All right. So there is no need to worry if you cannot remember all of them. In your syllabus, you are already given one set, right? Your teacher given you, isn't it? So you just need to know what is being given to you. Okay? Is that all right? Can, so don't worry so much, but we will be going through some of them. Yes, Dina, you leave Zoom first, okay? I think you need to settle the internet connection and then you come back in. No problem. Thank you for telling me. Right, so let's go on. Science and technology. What have you learned? If you have already watched the video, okay, you should know that these are being shared. So advancement because of science, because of technology, there's a lot of advancement in our daily life. So you also notice that new medicines have been discovered all the time. For example, COVID-19. Okay, when we first started this particular problem, what happened? A lot of people die, right? So a lot of people got very, very sick. And then all the scientists need to do things really. They need to do very, very difficult work. That is to discover the vaccines, the medicine, okay, that human beings can take if let's say they are diagnosed with COVID-19 and then they are positive already. They need certain medicine, certain medication to make them feel better, right? So scientists need to find out what is the medicine that is good for them. Okay, and then we need to invent life-saving devices in the past. Okay, in the past, there's no such thing as, resuscitation gadgets. So there is no way we can help people who are struggling with, breathing issue, all right, heart attack, heart stop, etc. Long, long ago, nothing. But scientists came up with all this to help human beings, right? So this is important. And then also, okay, not just about medicine, not just the medical field, in the IT sector, okay, we also are very concerned about how to pass information quickly. Okay, I remember my mom was sharing with me long ago, people who are working in offices, they only can work, from like 8:30 all the way to 6:30 or 5:30, depending on their required hours. So beyond that, before and after that, there's no way they can look for information, they can contact their colleagues or even clients, customers, or other business owner they are dealing with. There's no way they can contact each other. Okay, everything has to be done in the office. Okay, everything has to be done by making the phone call in the office, right? But now it's different. Now, anytime we can send email. Hi, Dina, welcome back. Okay, we can send email, we can make phone call, we even can send WhatsApp messages very quickly. So whatever that could be done in the past, like taking days or months or even years, we can do it in a very short time. Okay, but that also means it is more demanding for all of us. So in a day, we have to complete more tasks. In the past, it's more like the moment you knock off, that means 5:30 or 6:30, you end your work, right? You are really, really free to do what you need to do in your personal life. You don't have to worry about work because you can't bring work home also. In the past, also don't have computers. So now everything is, even after school, after work, you go home, you still have to do a lot of other work. You get what I mean? So good and bad for technology and advancement. And then we have people who abuse all these things. So a lot of problems can arise. Like, the online fraud, right? This is happening very, very frequently. Many people lost a lot of money in their banks. Not just old people are cheated. In the past, they say only the old people will get cheated. But now also you have young couples, losing their lifetime savings, okay, even losing their homes. So these are the problems that we face with advancement in technology. All right. Then you create new materials, okay, suited for special uses. Then we also have, the increase in the crop yield, crop production. They even know how to, grow grapes that are sweeter, etc. And then they sell these very expensively. Okay. But then you see, the abuse of technology in terms of, genetic manipulation. There are some people who are thinking about selective genes, for their children. So they want to have cloning, they want to have their children to be smart in certain area, good looking, slim, tall. Okay, so all these are not right because we are going against nature. All right, Aaron, you adjust your camera so I can see your face. I only can see your hair, no? Adjust a little bit. Okay, you are sitting up a bit, huh? You can adjust your laptop, right? Are you using a laptop? So you adjust your laptop a little. Can? I'll check on you again. Right. So lastly, efficient production of material goods. Like, for example, many years back, to make a dress, to make a handbag, to make a pair of shoes, it probably takes weeks or months. But nowadays, in one day, okay, using technology, using machines, we can make dresses, we can make bags, we can make shoes, maybe 300 pieces a day, okay? Because now it's the machine that is making all these things. But as a result, we are producing a lot of waste, all right? It's not just the extra material being thrown away from the bag, from the shoe, from the clothes, but also we are releasing a lot of poisonous gases into the environment because of the use of machines. Okay, so take a look. I remember I was using this, okay, some time back, floppy disk, right? Do you know about floppy disk? To store data? You don't know, right? Your generation probably don't know. You'll be wondering, what is this thing? The moment you start using computer, you know about thumb drive. Yes or no? Yeah, these are the things that you know. But in the olden days, we are using this. Not olden lah, sounds so bad, right? Many years back, I was still using this. Okay, floppy disk. We call these the floppy disk. All right. Thumb drive replaced floppy disk already. And now we have more advanced thumb drive, right? In the just not too long ago, maybe 1-2 years back, we only talk about the hard disk. Remember the external hard disk? Yeah, it's quite bulky, right? So nowadays they even came up with a small version of hard disk, but it's actually using the thumb drive technology. Okay, if you know what I mean, you can go and Google SSD. Okay, you know about all this now, right? So a lot of things change. What else changed? Let me show you. Long ago, when I just started teaching, I still see, the admin people in the office, in the general office, they are using typewriters. They are still using typewriters at that time. Okay, my mom is familiar with typewriter. Then when I started teaching, I was using laptop already, but it's still not something that is that affordable or that common. There are still many teachers not familiar with using laptop and computers. In the past, I think one laptop is about $3,000. Nowadays, you can get one for maybe a few $100s, right? It's very cheap now because of advancement in technology. Okay, things that are not as fast are a lot cheaper. So you want the most advanced stuff, of course, you pay more money. Okay, now we use this MP3 player, right? Before MP3 player, do you know that we are using this man? We call it the CD Walkman. How many of you know this? Have seen this? Have used this? Charlene? Charlene, you see this before?
It looks like something I found like in my dad's cabinet.
Very good, because your dad used to use it, right? I used to use it. When we owned this last time, it's like, wow, can show off, I have this. Okay, and the picture that I show you, right, is actually what I have myself last time. This is the very slim and pretty version. Looks very cool, I tell you, very, very cool. Of course, you have those that are more bulky, fatter. This is very flat and thin, very, very nice. So it's more like, people buy it to show off. So you can go around, see what I have today, my new this man, something like that. We do that also, it's not just y'all. What y'all say, y'all use the word flex, is it? Yeah, I think this is the term being used here. This person like flex, that kind of thing. Then before the Walkman, we have this. Okay, this is the CD Walkman, also known as Discman. This is the very, very old version. This is the cassette player, cassette Walkman. Have you all seen this before? Never. You go and ask your parents. They sure have seen this because I have used it before also. I started using this, okay, this cassette player. Okay, after that, I moved on to CD Walkman, right, which is very expensive. And nowadays, you can just get any MP3 player for a very, very cheap price, right? So in the past, wouldn't say it's so long ago, because when I was young in primary school, this is popular. Secondary school, this meant popular, okay? And then when I started working, okay, gradually I find that, people are now using the MP3 player. So these are some things that you should know, how technology has changed in just a short span of time. Fan also. Okay, we are always using the fans with blades, right? What happened nowadays? Dyson came out with bladeless fan. So you don't need any blades to generate the wind, Okay, do you have Dyson fan at home? Now, if you check with your parents in the beginning, when they first started selling this, it was very expensive, thousands of dollars. Okay, but China, okay, very smart. China, they can copy the technology very quickly and produce something as good looking as Dyson and very, very cheap. Just a few hundred, you can buy one already compared to the thousands of dollars. Right. So those are the things I just wanted to share with you so that you know actually a lot of advancement in technology. Aaron, you saw the bladeless fan before, right? Yeah. Okay, so these are the things that change in just a span of a few years. Now we talk about lab safety. Okay, I'm not going to keep on talking. I like to show videos. Okay, so if you have already gone through lab safety, okay, you can watch this again. And if you have not, this is just roughly what you see. Okay, you still have to observe the rules in your school. Every school will come up with different sets of rules for lab. Okay, so you listen to your teacher, okay, because certain teacher got different expectation. For me, I am very, very strict. Okay, I don't smile when I bring students to the science lab. Okay, I'll be very, very fierce looking. Okay, they say that it's a totally different me. Why? Because in the science lab, all kinds of accidents can happen. So you watch this now.